Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litza and this is Coco and this is our podcast number 30. Now as usual, before we get started, Coco is ready for her little treat. I've got her favorite, as always, chicken and cucumber. She's been waiting for it and let me tell you, she's very excited. So woof woof from Coco. She might make an appearance later. If not, she'll catch up with you next time. I'll just pop her down on the floor and give her little treat. Oh, delicious. I'm sure she'll enjoy that very, very much. Thank you everybody for joining us once again. We absolutely love hanging out with each and every one of you, and we look forward to, our weekly catch up with you. I hope you're all doing very, very well and have had plenty of crochet time yourselves. So I've got quite a few things to chat to you about. It has been an extremely busy week, both work-wise and crochet-wise. I have got my clipboard with him with my notes because I try to be organized, which is great. Dreams can come true if we, action them. So let's get started, as always, with our tile of the week Thursday. So for those of you that have just joined us and you may not be aware, Sam and Mike from Manfors Makes, and please go across and visit them and hang out with them. They are amazing. They do such a wonderful job putting out content every single day. But every Thursday, they showcase a tile from this book. And a lot of us, including a lot of you, so not just, YouTubers, or content creators, we went ahead and purchased this book from Amazon. Well, I certainly did. And it's also available on Kindle, just so that if you prefer, to have it on your iPad or on a Kindle. So basically, Sam got this book gifted to her and she pledged to make all 100 tiles. We are currently at tile number 39. We jumped on at tile number 25. So we've created about 14 or 15 odd tiles to date. And it has been a lot of fun, and it's just a fun way of, bringing our community together once again. So I'll show you the tile for this week. Let me just open it. I think it's called the wagon wheel. Yes, it is called the wagon wheel. And let me just show you a little picture of it without showing you the whole pattern. There you go. That's what it's meant to look like. There you go. How's that? It is a very pretty tile. It was 16 rows. Yes, 16 rows. So it's quite a large tile. Now, excuse me. The only thing about this book, guys, if you're not aware, it does fall apart. So maybe the Kindle is a better option. I'm just saying. Now, because I've had a very, very busy week, I have to confess to you all that I didn't make a tile, but Josephine, as always, has, and she has saved the day by sending in her beautiful tile. Now, I'll just remind you all that Josephine has been using a colour pack from Ophelia Talks, which was released a couple of years ago. So all her tiles have the same colour theme throughout. So as always, Josephine has made a beautiful, beautiful tile, and thank you so much, Josephine, for sending it in. So guys, hopefully I'll be able to make this one in the future, and if and when I do, I'll show it to you as well. So that's Crochet Tile of the Week Thursday, a segment that we all enjoy here. And as I said, Josephine saved the day, so this segment continued even though I didn't get an opportunity to make one. So rest assured, I will be hopefully making next week's and catching up as soon as I can with this one, because it is a very pretty tile and I'd like to attempt it. So speaking of cows, we have our very own cow here at Coco's Crochet, as we all know, and we are currently in the adding the colours for September and also the stitch for September, those of us who are doing the stitch sampler blanket. Now, this is what mine looks like currently. And some of you have sent some of yours in and I'll showcase them. Now, because it has been one of those weeks, I have managed to collect my colours, which is a good start. So I'll show you the colours that I'll be adding. So the colours that we needed were green, brown, pink and white. And I'm going with these colours. So I think they'll be a beautiful addition to my blanket. And we've been very, very lucky because Shirley and Josephine have sent us their their blanket. So I'll just show it to you. Now, let me get my notes to make sure that I show the right one. And what I'm going to say about both of these beautiful blankets is that they have the magic stitch markers in them. I was so happy to see them. So let me get my glasses on. So Shirley has sent in her one. I can actually guess which ones they are. I know them very well. But look at that gorgeous blue stitch marker there, right there. That made my day. So Shirley has added her colours. So she's got the spring green. She's got the pink, the white and the brown. And as always, she does her beautiful, in between each month, she puts that beautiful rainbow yarn, which looks absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so very, very much for sending that through, Shirley. Absolutely love watching all the blankets grow. And of course, Josephine has sent her ones in because these ladies are ridiculously fast at their crochet. So there's the brown, the pink, the green, and looks a bit of an off-white in the photo anyway. So there are all the colours for September. And the stitch sampler blanket was using the double crochet in US terminology. So thank you so very, very much, both of you, for sending in your blankets. Absolutely love seeing, you know, the progress of all of them. Hopefully, well, mine will be done by next week because there is no choice, because October colours are coming out on Saturday the 13th of May, which is just over a week away, which is very exciting. And that's also Mother's Day weekend, I believe, here, not only here in Australia but also in the US. So that'll be a nice weekend, you know, to have some colours released and spend some quality time crocheting for ourselves on Mother's Day, other than, you know, visiting with family and friends, obviously. So that's our cows done and our tile of the week. And while I'm, you know, showcasing beautiful work of everybody's, I would love to show you Fran's cardigan. Now, wait till I show you this. Again, glasses, people absolutely need the glasses right now. So Fran has sent us a photo of, well, two photos, front and back, of a cardigan that she crocheted not too long ago. Well, I'm not sure how long ago, but even though the pattern is obsolete, she said she wanted us to see it, and I'm so happy that she sent it to us. I'm going to zoom in a minute so you can see this gorgeous cardigan, what it looks like. How amazing is that? Now, Fran said that the pattern was by Jenny King, and some of you may have that pattern as well. So if you do, that's what it looks like if you haven't attempted it. And she has used Hobie yarn, and it's called Mayfair, and it's a blend of cotton and acrylic. Now let me just zoom in a little bit so you can see the detail. It's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at that. And the colour is absolutely gorgeous. And I'll just show you the back now. Again, oh my gosh, look at that. What a shame it's an obsolete pattern, but nevertheless it was so wonderful that we got to see your work, Fran, and you must be and should be very proud of it. There you are, a little bit closer of the collar. Absolutely gorgeous. Just love it. So thank you so very, very, very much, Fran. I really appreciate that you shared that with us and that we all got to admire your beautiful work. So, you know, everyone's been very busy, so please, anybody that wants to show you know, share your work with us, please send me an email. Be more than happy to, you know, either just see it on my own or share with everybody, because, you know, everybody does such beautiful work. Now, wait till you see this. Absolutely love this. Was so happy to make this. So I've made Coco a little dog sweater. Look at that, guys. Look at it up close, and then I'll give you some stats on it. So that's what the back looks like. It's made up of double crochets and the cross stitch, and here it is in the front. So that goes around her neck, that's around her belly, and then it sits on top of her like that and just finishes where her little tail starts. So this has been made and soaked in fabric softener, and it's absolutely so soft and smells so nice. I can't wait to put it on Coco and show you her in it, because the winter months are coming up. So there's her little jumper or sweater made up, and I'll tell you a little bit of details of how I made it. So the pattern is by Sarah Satch. Now, anyone that hasn't visited her, I'll be shocked if you haven't. She has got the cutest little tiny chihuahuas. Rosie and Maximus from memory, their names are, and they're absolutely gorgeous, and they're pretty much the same size as Coco. So I made the size small, which is what Sarah makes in her video tutorial, and the pattern is called the Maggie Dog Sweater. So I made it pretty much exactly as she did. The only difference was she uses a 5.5 millimeter hook in her tutorial. I beg your pardon, 5.25 millimeter hook, and I used a 5.5 millimeter hook. And I did use my favorite yarn, pretty much, you know, my go-to is the USA Spot Saver in the color Pumpkin. It is a worsted weight or a 10-ply yarn, and it worked beautifully with that hook. Usually I use a 6 millimeter hook, but I just wanted to make sure that, you know, it fit Coco, wasn't too baggy, because I didn't want it dragging, you know, around. And it turned out perfectly. So I'm so very, very happy that I used this yarn. And just a little bit of a side note, this one is nearly finished. So I'll have a ball band soon. But I actually used the rest of what's missing from this ball or skein of yarn in our cowl. So in our blanket for June, I think I've written it down. Yes, the June colors, Pumpkin was in there as well. So how wonderful that I can look at the blanket and the jumper and, you know, relate the two of them together. Two very, very happy moments in time for me, you know, crocheting a jumper for my best friend Coco, and also our wonderful crochet along our stitch sampler blanket. So I just thought that I would share that with you. That made me very happy. So that was wonderful. So that's Coco's sweater. Now, that kept me busy for about 2 hours. Very quick and easy to crochet up, guys, if you ever want to make one. And she does give you very good instructions on how to make it from extra small to super large. When you take the right measurements, the way she tells you, you can't go wrong. The only thing that I did different is every so often I put in the cross stitch, which I absolutely love, and I'm so happy that I did do it. So that's the only little tiny minor change that I made to her pattern, but Sarah's pattern is amazing. Like I said, about 2 hours I was done. Ends sewn in and all, which weren't very many ends, so that was wonderful. So that's Coco's jumper there for you, or sweater. Now what else? Oh, okay. I've also been working on finishing off the pieces that I need to make for the Mother's Day consignment that I have for the store coming up late next week. I think Thursday they need to be handed in. So I have finished some more water bottle holders. It looks like a jellyfish ring, but I absolutely love doing that. So I've managed to complete some more. These ones just need their ends tied in. So that's great. Now, the pattern is by Strong Earth Creations, and I'm going to link all of these down in the description down below for all of you. Now, everyone that has been with me for a while knows that this is my go-to pattern, but it is actually one of the best water bottle holder patterns that are out there, and very quick and easy to make, which is wonderful. Currently, I only have 2 more to finish. So that'll bring my tally up to around 14 or 15, I think. But they're downstairs for the moment. So sorry, guys, I can't give you the exact number. And then what I hadn't started on at all, and I did apply myself about 2-3 nights in a row, I got some of these gorgeous little coasters made. Excuse all the ends, because not any of them haven't been sewn in as yet. So I have made them in a variety of colours, and I'll show you. And I currently have 12 sets. I have 9 up here and 3 downstairs. And all of them I've used cotton and acrylic blend yarn, which I absolutely love. And I've made the water bottle holders from the same yarn, and I also have been using a 4.5 millimeter hook. And this gorgeous pattern is by Tony from TL Yarn Crafts, and it's called the Sunrise Coaster. Again, one of my go-tos, which I absolutely love. So I'll quickly show you. So they wanted them in sets of 2. That's why I'm holding them up in 2s. So they're pretty much the colors that I have been using. Again, you know, the same colors that I've used for the water bottle holders, but they really do turn out really nice. And the other color that I've got up here for now is this beautiful, beautiful blue. But look at that gorgeous design. Now, I have one at work on my desk, which I made last year, just before the markets. And oh, if any of you haven't seen those videos, please go and visit them, like watch them. They're really fun videos about the markets that we did around Christmas time last year. Actually, it was actually the 3rd of December, the market day. So where I'm going with that is that I have a coaster next to my desk where my coffee cup sits. It's actually an olive color one because my mug is greens, and it is beautiful. I look at it every day and it just puts a smile on my face. And next to my bed at night where I have my cup of tea, I've actually got one that's yellow currently. I know you're all shocked that it's not purple, right? Eventually I'm sure I have a purple one, but you know, it just brings me so much joy to just place my mug on a little beautiful homemade coaster. And I did give away a few at Christmas time. So where I'm going with this is that I think that any mum that gets these on Mother's Day with a nice mug would be very, very happy. I hope so anyway. So I have been working on that consignment, which has nearly come to an end now. So I will do a little roundup video for you guys, you know, with everything and, you know, how I've got it ready to take off to the store. So that's another thing I've been working on. And then last but not least, I have 2 baby blankets. So the first one that I'll show you is this one, which is very similar to the one you've seen before, but this is the latest one that I'm making. So I'll tell you about the yarn and the hook, and then I'll show you the blanket. So I have been using this Bella Baby chenille in the colors natural and peach. Now this yarn is so beautifully soft, and it is made of 100% polyester. These are 50-gram balls. Let me show you, the other color as well. It's pretty much true to color what you're seeing, I think. 50-gram balls, 90 meters in each one. So there's not a lot of yardage or meterage in them, but you know, for what I need them, they're great. And I was able to pick them up at 40% off. So I paid around $2.15 per ball, which is, you know, a very, very good price. Now for me, I find that this yarn is most suited to the granny square, or similar stitch like a V-stitch, basically a stitch that you don't work into the stitch but into like a chain space. So this is why I am creating this blanket again, and also it was a request. So my son's fiance and her sister are off to Melbourne in Australia next month because their cousin had a little baby girl and they wanted to take her a little crocheted blanket, and they've asked me to make one, and I just jumped with joy when they did, let me tell you. So this is what it's, you know, looking like at the moment, and I'll tell you, I've used 1, 2, 3, 4 in the natural, and I've got one already attached to it as well, and I've used a full one of the peach, and this one has only just started. So let me show you where we're at basically, oops, without losing the ball. So that's what he looks like up nice and close, and it is quite large. So all I'm doing, and it won't hold up very well, but you get the idea. So all I'm doing is creating a granny square, and every end of every round I turn it so that hopefully will be as square as possible. It is, as I've said before, one of the most softest, squishiest yarn. So I think that little baby will be very, very happy when she receives this blanket. I am hoping to put another, not hoping to, I am planning to put another 3 rows of the natural, 3 rows of the peach, and then I'll end with 1 row of the natural and then do a shell border, which looks beautiful because I have made one previously, and it is a beautiful way to end this blanket. So that is the plan for this, and hopefully I'll have it ready to show you next week, because before we know it, it'll be going off to his forever home in Melbourne. Now, the very last thing that I have to show you is a hexagon blanket, another one that is, you know, could be child, not just a baby, child size, especially, you know, just when they're sitting down for a lap, or even, you know, watching TV, or even just on them, you know, if they're a toddler, you know, if they need to, you know, cuddle up and watch a, you know, a show, or just have a little lie down. So this, let me just show you. And so this is one side. I absolutely love this. I love the colors. Show you how long it is. There, guys, can you see that? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Absolutely love it. Now, this, I only have just 1/2 hexagon to go, and then I'll be finished, which I'm sure that I'll complete that tonight. I have got straight edges on the shorter ends. You can see that there. But I will be leaving the sides looking like this because I absolutely love that look. Now, this blanket will be going to the crochet for the community project that has now finished. This is the only item that I've been waiting for, so I will be packaging it up all up. But before I do that, I will make a video to share with you, and then I'll take it off to the community center that will be overseeing distribution of all the items that we've collected. And any of you that are new or haven't had an opportunity to see our previous videos, I do have a playlist on crochet for the community. Please go and watch it. It's very, it warms the heart. Let me tell you, brings a lot of joy to me, even though I've seen it all. I do revisit it and be reminded of everyone's generosity and kindness. And all of you have been the best cheerleaders for that. So thank you very, very much. Now, this also ticks another box for me. This is a whip that was carried over from over a year ago. So if any of you haven't seen that video as well, please go and see it. The one that was the whips, should I keep or should I frog? And I was at the time adamant that this was a blanket that I wanted to finish. I had no idea where it was going to go, but I knew that it would go somewhere special. And here it is now. Finished, well, pretty much. We're 99% of the way there, and I can't wait to pass it on so that someone can, some child or some adult even. It could be a lap blanket for an adult as well, especially if someone is like an elderly person and doesn't move about it much. They need it to keep their beautiful legs warm and their little hands. I have to say that this is all using, again, the Spot Saver yarn, and it is so soft. I think that the older version of the Spot Saver, the USA Spot Saver, was a little bit softer until you washed it, because this hasn't been washed yet, and it is so soft. Absolutely love it. And I really do like the color combination. I hope you guys do as well. So that's pretty much it. I'm at the end of my clipboard. It is empty, which means I have showed you everything I wanted to show you and had to show you. So thank you once again for hanging out with us. We absolutely love our time together with you, and I look forward to doing this every single week. It's like, okay, I can't wait to, share with them. And then I get the wonderful opportunity of reading your comments and being able to interact with you. And that's what it's all about. My face, like I said, is always full of smiles when I, have the opportunity to reach out and say, hey, hello, how are you? This is what we've been up to. Let me know what you've been up to as well. Any of you that would like to leave a comment down below, please do so. Like I said, we get very, very excited. Interaction is amazing. Again, the whole world comes closer together. Our community is so amazing. I love it so much. If any of you would like to send me an email and have anything you want to showcase, with all of us, I'd be more than happy to do that. Don't forget, we also have an Instagram page, and where, you can share anything and everything. And we also have our hashtag on Instagram, hashtag Coco's Crochet Cal 2023, which is another way to showcase your beautiful, beautiful work. So on that note, Coco is always, very rested after she has her treat. So she's definitely having a disco nap. So she says woof woof. As always, I say thank you and take care, everybody. And we shall see you all again in another video. Bye-bye, everybody.